everyone. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Celie's Kitchen Live this morning. Come on in on this live this morning. It's a very exciting morning, guys, and I have a lot to tell you guys about what's going to be happening to Chef Celie. Okay, guys, so thanks. I just want to start out by saying thanks to all of you who voted for me as your favorite chef. Yes, I just want to thank all of you who voted for me as your favorite chef. So, this camera is getting down. Okay, let's put this back. Yes, guys. So I just want to thank you publicly for voting for me. Yes. I just want to thank everyone for voting for me. Stephanie was one of them who voted. I saw everyone that voted on the site. And for those of you who donated, thank you very much. So you went beyond the free vote and you decided to step it up for me. So she said, I just voted yes. So guys, just to let you all know, you can vote every day until the 22nd of June. Yes, you can vote every day until the 22nd of June. So if you voted at 8 o'clock in the morning, you can vote 8 o'clock tomorrow morning until the 22nd of June. So you would vote every morning at 8 o'clock. So whichever time that you vote, guys, of the day, you would have to vote 24 hours. So the next day at the same time. All right, guys. So as you guys must have seen, I'm all decked out in my chef outfit this morning. And I have to make sure that I win this competition for my audience, for you guys. Yes, I'm doing it for you. Yes, because you voted for me as your favorite chef. Yes. So guys, please share the link with your family and friends. I need those votes. So on the 22nd, guys, I need you guys to be blasting on the vote. Yes. Yes, we have to win. We have to win. All right, guys. So this morning, I didn't know what to make as usual. So while taking hubby to work this morning, I came up with a very interesting dish. So last week, I did a vlog. I didn't post the video as of yet, but I shopped last week in an Asian market out in Garden City. So, I like to try new things. So I came across this mushroom and it's called the shogun maitake. So maitake mushroom. Yes, guys, it's very unique. And I suspect that these are some of the mushrooms they used to make stews and stuff for all those meatless eaters, right? So I bought this and I bought this morning in Seatown near my house. These are some baby bella mushrooms, which you all know. And good morning, Wendy. I see you coming up on the live, Miss Lee. Yes, my sister-in-law is on live, guys. All right, guys, so I have some hot water in the cup over here. I didn't decide on which tea I'm going to have, so I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm just going to have some cinnamon stick tea, but it's in a bag. And just let me drop this back in the tea cupboard. So I'm just going to add this to some hot water. And let me put a little honey in it. So let this honey run down in the meantime. Yes, guys. So this morning I'm going to be making some stewed mushrooms. I'm going to be making it like beef. So it's a meatless morning this morning. And I went in Seatown this morning. I have some good plantains over there on the table. But I needed some overripe plantains to make my dish this morning. So I went to Seatown this morning and I bought some overripe plantain. You see how them black? Yes, man, them ripe. Ooh, this one fell. So I didn't peel it because I wanted to show you guys the planting that I'll be using. Alrighty. So let me just squeeze some honey in this tea. 4 drops. That's good enough for me. Don't want it sweet, just to taste. So I'm having some black cinnamon tea this morning, guys. I'm keeping it simple. Keeping it simple. So guys, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to start out by making my fritters first, because I'm going to be making some plantain fritters. Now in Jamaica, we are accustomed to making banana fritters, which is kind of sweet. They would add cinnamon. They would add, some people add eggs. Some people add a little sugar too, to make it a little sweeter, and their flour and their baking powder and whatnot. So I decided this morning I don't want it, even though the plantain is a sweet plantain, I'm going to season it because I want it to have a different taste. So in this bowl right here, I have about a cup of gluten-free flour. So I'm just going to peel my plantains real quick. So I'm peeling for you on live this morning. Normally I would have these things prepped, but I'll be real quick about it. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to grate one of the plantain and I'm going to blend one because I want a little substance in the fritter. I don't want it too soft. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grate one, I'm going to blend one. So one is going to be liquefied and one is going to be more on the solid side, right? So I'm peeling both plantains. So even though it's an overripe plantain that I bought this morning, it's still firm. It's still firm. All right. Let me put my baking powder over here. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to chop one of them in small pieces. And I'm going to throw it in the blender with a little bit of water. So I have my blender already. So I'm just going to drop them in. So I'm just going to liquefy this a little bit. Ooh, let me wash my hands. And then I'm going to add a little water. So I'm using some alkaline water. Good morning, Audrey. So I added about 3 tablespoons full because I don't want it too. If I need more, I'll add it. All right, so my plantain is liquefied. So I liquefied one of them. All right, so this one, I'm going to be grating it in the batter. Or you know what? Let me grate it on the cutting board. Let me cut it. So I'm not liquefying both because I want I want to really taste the plantain in the fritter. Ooh, it's so soft, it's breaking up. Maybe I could crush it with a fork. You know what, guys? This looks like I can crush it with a fork. The grating thing not working at all. But if your plantain is firm enough that you could grate it, then you could grate it. But I realize this is more softer than I thought. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to crush it. So I'm just going to crush it with my big fork. Good morning, Audrey. Good morning. Good morning. All right, guys. So I'm just going to crush the plantain because the grating thing not working out at all for me. So I'm just going to crush, because you know you want to taste pieces of the plantain in the fritter. Okay, so the mashing thing with the fork worked better for me. But as I said, if the plantain is firmer than this, then you could grate it. All right, so the mashing thing worked better for me. All right, this was quick. All right, guys, so I'm adding this to the bowl of flour that I have here. All right, get some water on it so that bowl don't get sticky. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to pour the batter. What did Audrey say? Y'all remember to vote for her daily. Yes, Audrey, you just came on the live. I told them already about the daily votes, and I hope you voted this morning already. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, guys, so I pour. I don't want to waste anything. I want to get all the goo out of the blender. And then I'm just going to kind of whisk this with the fork just to fold it in the flour mixture. And before I do that, let me add some baking powder. So I'm adding about 2 teaspoons full of baking powder. So it's 1 cup of flour, 2 plantains, and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. All right, so I'm just going to mix this around a little bit. So I realize this is going to need some water. I'm going to add some water. So guys, I just thought of this recipe this morning driving on the Bell Parkway. I said, what am I going to make for Sally's Kitchen this morning? I didn't know what to make. I know I was going to do something with the mushrooms, but I wasn't sure what I was going to put with it. All right, so I think I need this a little bit more runny. So I added some more water. All right, so in this bowl right here, guys, I have some chopped up peppers, red onions, yellow onions, sweet onions, and a variety of peppers in this bowl. So I'm just going to add some of it to my bowl. And of course, I'm going to add about 3 grape tomatoes. So let me get another thing. Let me rinse this off. All right. So I'm just going to cut 3 grape tomatoes in, guys. I don't want a lot of tomatoes in it because I don't want it to spoil the taste. Because I don't really like tomatoes, you know. Only if they're firm. If they're soft, I'm not using them. They said it's good for you, though. The lycopene and the blah, blah, blah. But I just didn't like tomatoes since I was a kid. I used to pick the tomatoes out of the food when my mother cooked it. I used to even pick out the onions too. But after getting older, growing older, and learning the benefits of the onions and how it flavors the food well, I started loving it. You can't cook my food without onions now. All right, so I'm mixing up this thing right here in the bowl. So I said it's going to be a spicy sweet plantain fritter, remember? All right, so I'm going to add some crushed red pepper. So I'm going to add some crushed red pepper. So this is going to add to the spice. And then I'm going to add some garlic and parsley. And you can find this garlic and parsley by Badea. You could find this in Burlington. This is where I got this. So I'm adding a little bit of this. Then, of course, I'm going to add the good old Grace all-purpose seasoning. Yes, man, a little bit of Jamaica. So I'm adding a little bit of Grace all-purpose. And then, last, I'm going to add some Goya adobo. All right. So let's mix this up. Let me get rid of this fork. Let's go to my spoon. So I'm just going to mix everything together, guys. And I think I still need this a little more softer than it really is because it's a fritter. And I wanted, I don't know if you know, guys, but I learned this from Judy-Ann. The more water you add to the fritter batter, the crispier it's gonna be on the edges. Right, Judy? Because I was wondering how she adds so much water to the saltfish fritters when she made it. But I found out what the secret is. The more water you add to it, yeah, man, the edge come out nice and crisp. All right. So I'm making this a little more watery. So this is a spicy plantain fritter. So let me turn my stove on. And let me go and sip my tea while it gets hot. And let us talk a little bit about favorite chef while the pot gets hot. So guys, oh yes, thumbs up, Jenny. She said, I wonder if semi-ripe breadfruit can replace the plantain. Yes, you could try that because the semi-ripe breadfruit is kind of sweet, just like the plantain. So you could also substitute that as well, Audrey. Yes, you could try that. Good morning, Judith. How are you? Good morning, Anne-Marie. Al-Marie. Donna said, I'm so proud of you, sis. Thank you. All right, guys. So, Audrey, do me a favor. Please share the favorite chef link on the live feed for me. So the other people on this live feed who haven't voted as of yet, they can click in the link and vote. You can click into that link and vote. I won't be making all this batter today, guys, because it will take up a lot of time. So I might make about 10 fritters. Yeah, just enough for Twine and myself. And I'll save the rest for tomorrow morning. She said, I received my prize. Thank you. Okay, Stephanie said she received her prize from last Saturday. Did you like it, Steffi? You know what? I can't bother with this bottle in it. It's taking forever to come out. And I'm impatient right now. All right. So, guys, I'm using some grapeseed oil to make my fritters this morning. All right. So I'm going to get my little scooping cup from my green drawer. Let's take this middle one right here. All right. Let's turn this fan on. So, guys, let's see how these fritters are going to come out. And then I'm going to be making the mushroom stew for you guys on live. All right, guys. You know, I don't know if you guys do this, but I like to taste my batter, It could have used a little bit more Goya. It's a good thing to taste it. Guys, taste your batter before you fry your fritters. Taste your batter. Yes, let me just mix it up properly. All right. So I think it should be fine now. So I'm making my first drop over here and it starts to sizzle already, guys. Let me turn on my fire because you don't want these to burn. Because remember, it's plantain, you know, if you don't turn plantain really fast in the pot, sometimes it tends to come out a little dark on one side. Let me shift this one over here so we can get some more space in the pot. Judy Ann has used this pot before, guys, so she knows this is a very big frying pan, right, Judy? It can hold a lot. That's what I like about it. So 2, 4, 6, 8. All right, I'm going to make 10 fritters, guys. So I'm going to make 10 of these things. Drop the last one in. And I'll save the batter for tomorrow morning. All right. So let's put this over here. Let's have some water in this blender. Let me cover my composite. All right, guys, I'm cleaning the little area right here. I sip my tea because everybody always complain after the live. You make your tea and you make it get cold. All right, guys. So my fritter is looking really, 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 really good already. I could see from the edges. So I'm just gonna get a piece of paper towel to put on my platter so it can, absorb any excess oil. She said, "What brand is the frying pan? I can use a big." I don't remember. After the live, I'll look at the bottom and tell you. I forgot the name. All right, these are looking good already. Why this one don't want to turn? And guys, when you're making fritters and it's in the oil and it has these little bubbles coming through the whole thing, that's when you know it's time to flip it. Yeah. And guys, they're looking good already. I can smell the plantain. I can smell the spices. I can smell everything that's in it. Yep. So while these are frying, guys, I'm going to cut up my mushrooms. So I'm just going to cut them in small pieces. Maybe in 4. If it's big, I'll cut it in 4. If it's small, I'll just cut them in 2. So guys, if you are watching this live today and you don't eat meat, this is a perfect replacement. Because the vegans complain that I don't cater for them, so I'm catering for them this week. All right, let me turn these things before they burn up. Oh, wow. Yes, guys, sorry about that. Someone was calling. All right. This one's stuck on this one like they're twins. All righty. So far, so good, guys. The fritters, it's looking yummy and smelling great. And I know it's going to taste good. I have a good feeling about them. All right, so let me continue to cut up my mushrooms. Oops. Okay, so I can put this in the pot. All right, guys, so my mushrooms are already cut up in this bowl. I didn't cut the shogun one as of yet. You know what? Let me just cut it up one time. They told us that it breaks easily in the pot, but I'm just gonna cut it up. It looks like a vegetable, guys. It grows like callaloo. It kind of have those leaves on it. It's the first time seeing a mushroom looking like that. All right, guys, so I have my bowl of mushroom right here. So I'm just going to use this bowl for seasoning, to season it up. Oh, this one never gets cut? Did not see this one. Oops. I'll throw this one away. All right, guys, so I'm going to season right now. Let me turn on my fire on my fritters so I don't get them burning. All right, so guys, I'm going to add some Grace all-purpose seasoning. So you're going to season the mushroom the same way you season meat. Let me add some garlic powder. And I'm going to add some tomatoes. All right, guys, fritters ready now. I could start taking out some of them. start taking out some of them out of the pot. Woo! Guys, I can't believe these things cook so fast. That's why I love this pot. I'm pressing on the top. Nothing is coming through the top. So that tells me that they're cooked. All right. This one can stay a little longer. This one is definitely cooked. And this one is definitely cooked. All right, guys. So I've already added some tomatoes, some seasoning. I'm going to be cutting up some carrots too. Because you know when you're making a stew, you can't make stew without some carrots in it. So I'm cutting up some baby carrots. I'm using about 12 baby carrots. So I'm just cutting them up in little pieces. Cutting them up in small pieces. Yep. Alrighty. So far I've added some garlic powder, some Grace all-purpose. I'm gonna add some adobo. I'm gonna add some crushed pepper. So the same seasonings that I use in the fritters, I'm using it in this as well. So they have a similar taste. She said I added little jerk seasoning too. Okay. She said, okay, it looked like Baby Bella. Yes, it's Baby Bella. All right, so I'm adding some pepper pieces, guys. Some crushed pieces of pepper. And I'm adding some parsley. Oh, this one is not open yet. I bought a new one and didn't open it. All right. So I'm adding some parsley as well. Oops. So I'm just going to wash my hands because I'm going to rub this up. Okay, guys, so what I'm going to do, I'm not wasting anything. I have some oil left from my fritters, so I'm just going to add that to my frying pan. It's still nice and clean. So I'm just going to rub this up with my hands, not using any glove this morning, guys, because, you know, sometimes in the kitchen, not all the time you can use the gloves. Sometimes it needs your bare hands to really get in the crevices and the corners. And today, because I'm using the mushrooms, I want to make sure everything gets covered. All right, just wash my hands. All right. So, let's put this in here. All righty, so my pot is getting hot. I still have a little piece of fritter right here. Let me take it out. So I still have some chopped peppers, onions, and thyme. And I think I'm going to add some more thyme because I only put a little piece of thyme. Let me get it from my garden. Let me get some fresh thyme. You just wash it off. So I got some fresh thyme from my garden, guys. Yep, fresh thyme. All right, so my oil is already hot. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my seasoning in first because you want the seasoning to marinate in the oil. You want the seasoning to marinate in the oil to flavor the mushrooms. You don't want to add the mushrooms first. Good morning, Ivan. Good morning, Patricia. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, so I'm just going to add this to my frying pan. So to all my vegan folks on live this morning, I'm making a vegan dish. So here, guys, I'm sauteing some onions, some peppers, some thyme, and we want this to marinate in the oil for a little bit before we add our seasoned mushroom. So I'm stirring and sizzling this in the oil. And now, guys, I'm going to be adding my variety of mushrooms and carrots. So I'm just going to stir fry this for a while. I have 2 more tomatoes left. Let me just use them. So, guys, I'm going to add some steak sauce. I'm going to add some steak sauce to the mix. Oops. Just going to add some steak sauce. And I'm also going to add some organic. It's not soy sauce. This is a vegan type. So I'm just going to stir that in a little bit. Something fly out of the pot, but it's okay. So, guys, this is starting to come together. It starts looking like a stew. And I'm going to add a little organic tomato ketchup. It takes too long to come through the spout, so I'm just opening the bottle. So we're using this to thicken our sauce. And of course, guys, let me get my fancy grater right here. And of course, guys, you know, I have to put a piece of ginger in it because sometimes people can't digest mushrooms. So it's a good, ginger is a good thing to put in it. So it helps with the digestion. You know, it helps with the digestion. So I'm just going to grate a little piece off because I know my stomach is sensitive too. I do eat mushrooms, but, you know, sometimes your stomach get a little queasy. So I'm just grating like a half of this in. I didn't peel it. I used skin and all. So the ginger is going to add a very nice flavor to the stew. All right. So the stew is coming together, guys. The stew is coming together. And look at it. Nice and thick. Nice sauce. Spicy. Has all its herbs, natural herbs. Thyme from my garden. An array of peppers, a variety of peppers in it. Yes, man. So I'm just going to leave it on low fire to simmer, to cook. Yes, guys. Okay, so for you guys who are just joining my live, and Audrey, please share the link, or Elwood, thanks for joining. One of you or both of you, please share my favorite chef link in the feed so those people who are on my live right now, they can tap in on it and vote. And guys, just to let you know, you can vote every day. So for example, if you vote at 8 o'clock this morning, you can vote 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. So you can vote every day for free. And I just want to publicly thank people like Elwood, Patrick Warmington, just to name a few. I can't remember all the names. But for those of you who donated to the vote, so my vote numbers can go up, I just want to publicly thank you. I just want to publicly thank you. And I personally want to give away this cup to Patrick Warmington. It's Juneteenth weekend. It's Juneteenth weekend, and I'm giving away a Juneteenth cup to Patrick Warmington. So if he's not on this live this morning, I know he'll go back and watch the live. You have won a Juneteenth cup. So whenever I see you, or I'll give it to your sister at church, you won a Juneteenth cup. And for the other individual who I want to give away a cup to, Elwood, you already won a cup. I have your cup in my car. Ooh. I don't know why my live feed keep kicking out. Yes. Hi, dear. Hi, Damien. How are you? How are you? How are you? Right. So, Audrey, thanks for sharing the link in the chat. I still have 2 prize giveaways, but those will be questions that I will be asking. Okay. So this morning, guys, I have a whole set of prep meal food containers. Yes. And I know you ladies on this live who like to carry lunch and who like to put away food in the fridge for the next day. These containers are perfect containers. It's a set of, I think, 10 in it. Yeah, let me make sure. Yes, it's a set of 10 and it's a great gift. So my question is, and let me make sure my fire is not too high and this thing is not drying out. The question is, and I'm going to ask, and if I'm going to get this, trust me. Yesterday, I went to Brooklyn. I went to Brooklyn yesterday, and I went to one of my favorite, I would say, supermarkets. I went to one of my favorite supermarkets in Brooklyn yesterday. Who can tell me which one of the places I went yesterday? So I will know if you guys are really paying attention. This question was purposely. Yes, Stephanie got it. You got it. It's indeed Yellow Market. I purposely asked this question because I want to see who's paying attention. I want to see. Good morning, Miss Joycey. Good morning, June. Oh, I see you guys popping up. No, it's not Aldi, June. I shop Aldi in Valley Stream. So you're wrong. Okay, so Stephanie is the winner of this set. Why, Stephanie? Every week you win a prize, you know. She's been winning all the prizes, guys. Lord, man, give somebody else a chance, though. Anyway, Stephanie won a 10 pack of food prep containers, and I'm sure she is going to find good use for it. Monica, you answer late. Stephanie already answered on Facebook. All right, so she just won these containers. And good morning, Brianna. My daughter just joined the live. Okay, so I still have another Juneteenth cup. My next question is, oh, she said, "I love the chef." Of course, I have to represent. Am I not your favorite chef? Yes. Can you imagine if I win this favorite chef in the entire United States, guys? What a would have something. Mm-hmm. Maybe I would be probably the first Black woman to win it because last year winner, I think she was a white person, you know. So hey, I want to win. So guys, so I have to represent, guys. I have to come out in my chef decor this morning. All right, so the next question is, let's see if you guys are paying attention. Let's see if you guys are paying attention. A couple weeks ago, I made snapper. It's a 2-part question. It's a 2-part question for you to win this Juneteenth cup because it's Juneteenth weekend. A few weeks ago, not very long ago, I made a very special kind of snapper. Yes. Tell me what kind of snapper I made and what did I make it with? Good morning, Mark. Tell me what kind of snapper I made on live, and I want the correct name. What kind of snapper I made and what did I make it with? And I'm not allowing you guys to cheat this morning again. I'm not allowing you to go look it up on YouTube. Stephanie, yes, but what did I make it with? She's right, it's snapper steaks, but what kind of snapper? Was it fried? Was it escovitch? What kind of snapper? So you still didn't win this. You got to tell me the type of snapper that I made and what I made it with for you to win that Juneteenth cup. All right, guys. So my mushroom stew is ready like Freddy. And as you could see, guys, it's a nice thick sauce. It's all nicely cooked down with all the herbs and everything. So it's time for display. It's time for display. So I'm just going to put the fritters that I'm not using in this bowl over here, because I'm going to probably be displaying about 6 of the fritters. All right. Let's not use this one. So you know my presentation as a favorite chef, guys, it's have to look turn up, right? You get some paper towel. Let me get some paper towel. All right, let me turn my fire off. All right, guys, so I'm displaying 6 of my spicy plantain fritters. And my mushroom stew is right over here. Let me garnish with some parsley. Okay, guys, here you go. Spicy plantain fritters and stewed mushrooms. Spicy plantain fritters and stewed mushroom. Yes, guys. So give it up for the chef this morning if I'm your favorite chef. If I'm your favorite chef, give it up for the chef this morning. And for those of you who are just joining the live, Audrey has shared my favorite chef link in the chat. Please click on it. Click on daily free votes. Then scroll down to Facebook. Verify on Facebook. And your vote will be taken. Okay? Your vote will be taken. So this is your spicy plantain fritters and stewed mushrooms, guys. Stewed mushrooms. Audrey just shared it in the link again. She just shared it in the link. Okay, let me look and see who answered the questions correctly. So on the live, Miss Joycey said chili snapper and breadfruit. Yes, Miss Joycey win it. Miss Joycey win the Juneteenth cup. Give it up for Miss Joycey, guys, in Jamaica. She just won this Juneteenth cup. She just won this Juneteenth cup this morning. It was indeed chili snapper and breadfruit that I made on this live. So that shows you who's paying attention to my live. So Stephanie says stuffed snapper steak with tuna and breadfruit fries. No, not quite the answer I'm looking for. It was indeed chili snapper. It was indeed chili snapper that I made and breadfruit. So Miss Joycey is indeed correct. So Miss Joycey just won this Juneteenth cup. She just won this Juneteenth cup. So guys, one more time before I go, I just want to show you my dish and I'm going to taste it for you before I get off this live. All right, let me get a clean fork from my drawer. Oh, I have a clean fork over here that I didn't use. All right, so let's taste it. Guys, I think I'm going to go fully vegan. I don't think I want any more meat. This is so delicious, guys. I don't miss beef. Well, I really don't eat beef, but like chicken and other flesh that I probably fool around. Mmm. Mmm. This is so good. Mmm. Let me tell you that. Guys, you don't even need to stew with this, you know. You just need 2 of these and some hot chocolate tea from Jamaica. You know, the chocolate tea with the oil swimming on the top, with all that grease swimming on the top. Yeah, you need 2 of these with that. Mmm. So, guys, before I go, please, once more, please give me your daily votes. I have to win this competition. Share it with your kids. Share it with your friends. Share it with your co-workers. Big up your friend as your favorite chef, because guess what? We need to win the prize here, $25,000. And I'll be published in one of these food magazines. Yes, man. Buying Shop It Rich, the newspaper too. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, guys, it's now 11:03. I have a class in the city to go to. So, I'm going to run away and leave you. But before I leave you, the last person who came on my live this morning on Facebook, the last person who came on my live on Facebook this morning won a prize. You won a splatter set. And that's Antoinette, if I'm correct. Antoinette Stewart is the last person that popped up on the feed. She won this prize this morning. So let's give it up for Antoinette. Antoinette, you won a splatter set this morning. She said, Mark Stewart, that? No, Antoinette came in after Mark. Antoinette came in after Mark. Yes, Stephanie's sister. Stephanie said, me sister. She sounded like Antoinette. Antoinette would say the same thing. Yeah, me sister. Yes, so her sister, Stephanie's sister, won the splatter set. So the last person that came in on the live this morning won this splatter set. So let's give it up for Antoinette. So, guys, I'm going to run away and leave you. And as Jamaicans would say, what am I going to say? We want to type it in on the live this morning. Walk good. So, all of you on my live this morning, as Jamaicans would say, your old grandmother would say when you're leaving our house, she would tell you to walk good. Whose birthday is it today, Audrey? Mark or Antoinette's? Oh, she said we are winners. Yes, as Jamaicans would say, walk good. So I want all of you on my 3 platforms this morning, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, to walk good. So, all I want to walk good and have a nice day. Yes, YouTube. I did mention YouTube. All right, Monica, take care. Bye, Miss Joycey. Bye, June. Bye, everyone. Bye, Jacqueline.